Good evening. Welcome to 2019 Wheeler football season. Dick Herman here. Paul Debris on camera. My good friend and caller of plays, Dennis Karen, standing right beside me. Dennis, how you been?
Pretty good. How you doing, Dick?
Good. I haven't seen you all summer. Do you hide out or you go to Maine for the summer? What happened?
Well, I've been hiding out, Dick, and you know I have. So how about yourself?
Had a great summer, yeah. Grandkids around, kids around.
I know you had a birthday.
Birthday last weekend. My grandson, I told him I was doing the Whalers game, and he made a sign here. Go Whalers. This is by Brady Herman. His sister was 4 years old last weekend. Happy birthday, Claire. So we got that out of the way. And more important, the Whalers are up against a tough one today, Dennis.
Yes, they are, and they have a lot of injuries. Burton is out. Usher is out. So those two guys alone provide so much of the offense. So we're gonna be looking at them probably not at their best.
I don't have the facts in my head on that, but how many games have Burton and Usher played together?
Oh, since they're freshmen.
One's out, the other's out. Now both are out. They're tough injury-prone guys.
Dorian Duart's out.
Dorian, yeah, I thought he was going to come back strong, but he may be out another month or two.
Yeah. And then with the Whalers are operating with the brand new line. You know, they don't have many guys coming back in that area. So today, I agree with you. Today is going to be a tough one. The number 2 for Rockland is a very quality back. He's the quarterback, and he wound up with 1,722 yards last year on the ground. He scored 25 touchdowns, 21 of them by the rush.
Yeah, that's a lot of rushing touchdowns for a quarterback in high school.
Yeah, it is.
And I was reading the Globe. The Globe put out their preseason picks, and they had him as one of the top 25 players in Eastern Massachusetts. That's quite a boost when you consider they're from a lower division,
right?
And you got all these quality players from the Division 1 and 2 and 3 ahead of them.
And the Whalers have a really tough schedule coming down the pike. Next week Mashpee, the week after Cohasset. So this is not going to be the schedule that it was last year, for sure.
No, the Whalers definitely need a victory today. It's hard to say that an opening game you need a victory because, as you said, they go on the road next week at Mashpee, a tough opponent over the last 4 or 5 years. Then they go to Cohasset, always a tough opponent. We've played them years and years and years, and they always give us a tough game. We need a victory here and there, but they have the upper hand on us too.
Yeah, so it's going to be a very interesting start to the season.
And speaking of Division 1, did you see that Everett, the preseason favorite in Division 1, got knocked off by, I think, Springfield Cathedral, a Division 3 team from Western Mass?
Well, another big game on the Cape was Barnstable defeating Xaverian. I mean,
unbelievable.
Yeah, so Barnstable, it looks to be a powerhouse this year.
Barnstable is back, and that's good to see. I like to see the Cape have some power teams, and I think Barnstable is going to jump right up there in the top 5 with Everett losing and then beating Xaverian, yes.
So, as far as the games go this year, I think the schedule is going to be a very interesting, challenging one for the Whalers. So we'll see how it goes. So the first 3 games are key.
And they're all non-league games, and after that we get into... actually, the 4th game is a non-league game too. Brighton, non-league, and then there's only 3 league games. Sandwich.
And Sandwich, big
Vineyard,
school.
Sandwich Vineyard, and who's the other one?
Monomoy.
So,
Vineyard got knocked off big time over the weekend. So
who did they lose to?
Seekonk. 41-3 or something like that.
Yeah, I saw they were playing a team that we had played before in the playoffs, right? And I didn't get the score, but
and then in our division, we got Abington, we got again Cohasset. They beat somebody yesterday. So it should be a really interesting season for the Whalers.
Another interesting thing that's going to come up here in the next few minutes is that the state changed from the NCAA rules for high school football to the NACPA, some other initials, and there's a lot of changes. One of the biggest changes is the length of periods. Right now, they're mandating that the high school football in Massachusetts play 12-minute periods.
Wow.
Well, a lot of the schools are rebelling.
Yeah.
The Mayflower League already wrote a letter saying they're not going to play 12-minute periods, and they played yesterday and they played 10-minute periods. Talking to the AD before the game, he's in favor of 10-minute periods. He talked to the officials. The officials' comment is they aren't the clock police. Whatever the clock reads, they'll do. If it reads 10, they'll play 10. If it reads 12, they'll play 12.
So we're going to play 10 here today.
Well, he's got to get Rockland to agree to it. Rockland,
okay.
on the other hand, wants to play 12.
Wow.
So I don't know if we're going to win out since we're the home team or not. We won out on playing the game today. Rockland wanted to play this game Thursday night.
Yeah.
And before the storm,
Right.
which would have worked. And I have a whole set of ideas on that. I would have, as a coach, I would have rather played it on Thursday night.
Absolutely.
Because then you would have had a couple of days to unwind and you could be getting ready to play Mashpee today. Now, you're playing a football game today.
And then
you're
tomorrow
not gonna,
you have to recover. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are your practice days. Friday you go.
And you know, how can you wear pads Thursday and play Friday? So basically, you might only be in pads for 2 days, Tuesday and Wednesday. So we'll see how that. I'm looking up at the clock, and the clock now reads 30 minutes. So I don't know what's going on. But we're gonna take a short break here, and we'll come back and let you know whether it's 10-minute periods or 12-minute periods. Okay, we see the well is coming down. Rockland's here on the sidelines. 12 minutes are set up for the first quarter, and we had a half-hour delay, which we knew nothing about because Rockland got on a different boat. But we're going to get this game started here, Sean. I'd like to mention some of our fine sponsors bringing you this game. Sun Island Fuel, Congdon and Coleman Insurance, Don Allen Auto Center, Harbor Fuel, Island Lumber, Island Pharmacy, Kitty Murtaugh's, the Downey Flake, Joe Rapacki, the Islander Package Stores, Sea Grill, Boys and Girls Club, Steamship Authority, the Beauty Bar, Jewelers Gallery, Rick's Paint and Maintenance, the Visitor Center, Ryder Electric, Outdoor Power, Billy Built Automotive, Cottage and Castle, Nantucket Electrical Contractors, Santa's Rubbish Removal, Nantucket Health Department, Randy Outfit, Heating and Cooling, Island Fencing, Island Carpets, Valero and Sons, Island Flooring, Faucet Man Plumbing and Heating, NRTA, The Boathouse, Fairgrounds Restaurant, Hook and Pond Farm, Something Natural, Island Flooring, Champion Rentals, Island Variety, The Homestead, UPS Store, BPC Architect, Just Do It 2 Sports Fishing, Artistic Tile Install, Keeper's Restaurant, Nantucket Architect Group, Hatches, Package Store, Dan's Pharmacy, Murray's Toggery, Great Lady Property Management, Geronimo's Dirty Paws, The Corner Table, Holgate's Laundry, Arrowhead Nursery, Island Kitchen, The Brotherhood, Corner Table, Island Fencing. And if you too want to be a sponsor, it's just $15 a month, and that's a great way to support the Nantucket Whales. $15 a month. Give Gino a call and sign up now. 508-292-2203. You can call or text 508-292-2203. After a long wait, Dennis, I almost dozed off here waiting for the start of this game.
You were talking the whole time.
What is anything? Are they going to play
Are you going to run out of gas in the third quarter?
I may. Maybe Ian Dooley will come by and spell me for a while here, so I can sit back in my rocking chair here.
Oh, Dick.
A 2 o'clock start becomes a 2:30 start.
And
Something
then we're
about
playing
the old finale, the boat didn't go, the change of schedule, the well, you know.
And now we're playing 12-minute quarters.
Now we're playing 12-minute quarters and starting at 2:30, and they're going the captains out to the field, and Nantucket doesn't have a full staff. Nothing is going right today. We need a win today. That'll just set my mind at ease if we can get a win in this one. But it's going to be tough, Dennis.
Yes, it is.
Well, you know you're in tough shape, Dennis, when you send 5 captains out there and only 2 of them are wearing shoulder pads.
Well, I know, and
that's not the way you want to start the season.
I see a number 80. What's the number to our left?
60, I believe.
60.
60. Wait a minute. No, I can't see it. 90. I can't see it either.
99.
99.
Is that 99?
80, maybe it's 89, Joe McVicker.
All right, this is Joel McVicker, 89.
89,
Okay.
all right.
And he is a captain.
He's a captain in the...
Number 80 is out there. Jared O'Connor, he's a captain.
He's a captain. But the three captains not playing today, and that's the big story. Devontae Usher, number 5. Tyrone Burton, number 6. And
Darian Duart,
number 4. So you take your 4, 5, and 6 right off the field to begin with. Not a good omen for today's start.
And we have a pretty good crowd here, Dick. It was kind of slow. Maybe they all got the message about the 2:30 start.
Chris said he sent out the email. I didn't get it. I don't know why. Maybe I'm not a parent. Maybe he only sent out the email to parents. We're just announcers and fans. We got to get on that list so we get the next email.
All right, so here we go.
I was talking to Devontae Usher before the game, and he thinks that him and Burton will be back next week. But Duart's another story. Darian may not even see a doctor for about another 3 or 4 weeks, so that doesn't look good for him. He may not be back for another month. So that's all we know about the medical report. We do know they're not playing today, and Nantucket's got a big game here today. All right, we're going to take a short break and be back with the opening kickoff. All right, we're getting ready for kickoff. A great version of the national anthem there, sung by Miss Carolyn Hardy. And Nantucket, I believe, won the toss, but opted to take the ball in the second half, so they'll be kicking off here. And Justin Boyce will be doing a kicking off, and Justin's going to have to really step up today with the top 2 running backs from last year.
Oh, yeah.
Sideline. Justin may be the main guy carrying the ball today.
Well, look for Kennard Library, too. He had a lot of experience last year.
Library can take a lot of pressure off you if he can get 3 or 4 off tackle.
So, I mean, you got to work with what you have, and we'll see what happens.
Wind blowing in favor of Nantucket this first period.
Nice
and Justin
kick.
booms it and through the end zone.
Nice kick.
So powerful kick by Justin, and Rockland will take over here on, I believe they set it on the 25 when the ball goes through the end zone. Again, the new rule is that it becomes automatic as soon as the ball passes the end line.
Dick, they're going to spot it on the 20.
Wide, they got a couple spread out here, wide to our side, Dennis. Well, there's the quarterback. We didn't even get a chance to talk about him. He scored 21 on the ground last year, and he scores 1 here, 75 yards, and it takes 13 seconds.
Dante Vasquez.
You remember when you could run 75 yards in 13 seconds, Dennis?
No, I never could do that, Dick.
Well,
the offensive line opened up a hole that you and I could have gotten
yeah,
through.
that was a run all the way. Quarterback just took a delayed step, and as you said, waited for the offensive line to do their job.
And
they opened up the hole.
They certainly did.
Linebackers couldn't get their hands on him. He beat the halfbacks and then outran the final halfback.
Wow.
So talk about quieting the crowd.
What a way to start the season.
And there's still 11:47 to go in the first period. I'm never going to get over playing 12-minute periods. I don't care. The Mayflower League says only play 10. Dick Herman says only play 10-minute periods.
I'm shocked that they're doing this at the high school level.
I am too. And maybe a few of the other leagues will take the lead from the Mayflower League and fight against it and get a chance.
But, you know, even the Super Bowl we played, they add 1 minute. It's 11, and this is 2 minutes more.
So the kick was mixed, though. It's 6-0 Rockland, and Nantucket's going to get a chance to answer with their offense here. Justin Boyd's back deep. He's doing it all, kicking off, receiving, and he'll be the prime running back when Nantucket takes over on downs.
Oh, fumble. Wow, this is not starting well for the Whalers.
Now, Justin made a nice run back there. The kick went by him first. He picks it up, makes a nice run back, and then tries to make too much happen. In the last Duke there, the ball comes free and almost picked up and run in for a touchdown. The kid couldn't get a hold of it. He does fall on it, but Rockland's going to take over here 1st and 10 from the 15.
And good job by the defensive end for the Whalers. And there's a flag on the play. Malik Bowden did a great job on the outside, delaying that run. And the flag's on the far side of the field. Dick, what do you think it is?
I think it's holding on the corner. They'll push it back, I believe, 10 yards. Again, with the new rules, there may be different yardage amounts in some of these penalties, but I assume it would be 10. And it might be 10 from where the hold occurred, which could pick up a couple more yards. Could be a spot foul, but they're going to mark it back 10 from the spot and bring it back.
And again, that was a great job by Malik Bowden on the outside, stringing that play out.
They're calling it 1st and 20, but it's more like 1st and 19. Anyways, we make it harder for Rockland, but 2 plays, 2 runs by the quarterback, Dennis. That seems to be their offense. Now he hands off.
Number 2 is the ball carrier for Rockland.
Joe Murray, senior running back.
Moving around the top of the Whalers.
Quarterback comes over to the sidelines, gets the play.
From the ball carrier for Rockland.
We get a 2nd down and 15, Dick. And we got an offside.
Looks like the Whalers jumped there.
Yeah, they did. What do you defensive guys always say? Watch the football.
Supposed to watch the ball, but sometimes they snap count.
They listen
The
to
voice
the snap
changes,
count.
they listen, and they move, and that certainly happened that time.
And then, what are they yelling on the sideline? Watch the football.
So that brings it back to a 2nd and 10. Ball on the 15.
Number 33, the ball carrier, Nick Linder.
Nice tackle in the middle there by Gannon Moonley, Jr.
Wilson on the top of the
Defensive
Whalers.
line. Gannon's got some good size and he's getting the start at defensive tackle. His dad played a little defensive tackle.
Yeah, back in the day.
For us back in the day. So it's 3rd and about 7. I think this is 4-down territory. The way that extra point kick went, I don't think they'll kick a field
Up the
goal.
middle, I think. Yeah, cuts back, stays in his feet. And he's going to get, be like 4th and 1.
That last spin almost made him the 1st down, but he spun out of it and going to bring up a 4th down here. And as you say, just a yard.
9:21 left, the clock is running in the first period.
So the ball on the 6. This is a real important down here for the Wheeler defense. If they can get a stop here, that would be nice. Tough though with this quarterback, the way he runs the ball. Boy, they got a new quarterback in there.
Number 12. Number 12 is PJ Stelestio.
I didn't understand that.
Folks, don't forget to go down to the shop in a good minute, have a late lunch. The schedule of the day.
I'm looking at the Rockland schedule here, Dennis. Interesting. They play Cohasset next week, so that'll be a good little tell for the Whale.
They play Abington.
Yeah, but they play Cohasset next week. You know, we play Cohasset the following week, so that'll give us a little bit of a read on the strength of Cohasset, which is always tough. But look what else is on their schedule. Medford.
Yeah.
I mean, Medford used to be a Division I school, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Back when I was in high school.
Middleborough's a big town. East Bridgewater's a big town. All right, we got
Rockland started out the season last year 0-5, but then won their last 6. So that meant that they won their last 2, 2-5 into the playoffs, won their 3 playoff, which weren't playoff games, they were consolation games, and then had to play on Thanksgiving, won on Thanksgiving.
All right, number 31's in the backfield, number 12, Signal. 31 back, gets the first down and more. Straight dive.
Yeah, look at their schedule again, Dennis. They play East Bridgewater week 5 in the league, and then they play East Bridgewater on Thanksgiving. There's been some talk about trying to get the Island Cup game back on the Island Cup weekend, which would mean playing the Vineyard twice. I don't think that'll ever happen because that means each team would have to travel each year.
All right, number 31 pushes the ball in for the score. And number 31 is Tom McSweeney.
So 1-yard plunge there, and Rockland's up 12-0. And last time the kick was a little bit on the miserable side. I don't think they'll kick it again here. I think they'll go for 2. A, it was miserable, and B, they'd like to get the 2 points back that they lost the first time around.
McSweeney, the ball carrier.
He reached it in.
He got it in.
Yeah, they had him tackled, but falling down, he reached the ball forward and got it in.
So,
and
14-0, Rockland has dominated early here. The Whalers have not had an offensive play yet.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to go into your game plan now. Whalers have set a game plan as a coaching staff. You get ready to see what you want to run, but you don't ever anticipate getting your first running play, first passing play down 14-0. So does that change your game plan? It has to.
Yeah.
But you can't score 14 points in one play. What you got to do, and football is one of the best sports for that, is you got to get the momentum back on your side of the field. Right now, all the momentum is on the Rockland side.
And a low kick. Ooh, what a hit. Number 80 with the carry. Jared O'Connor, he got hit hard.
Jared got popped at the end of that run.
Yes, he did.
But he jumps up.
But the ball advanced to the 33-yard line. Whalers take over. First and 10 from the 33.
So with 8:25 to go in the first period, Nantucket is going to run their first play from scrimmage, trailing 14-0.
Pass intended for Joel McVicker. a little bit overthrown.
McVicker was open there,
He was open.
and Malik was sort of running for his life. Left-handed pass. He laid it out to McVicker, but a little bit out of McVicker's range, and so Nantucket opens with a pass. Lucky the tip did not go to the defender standing behind McVicker because it was the perfect setup. Justin Boyce, the sophomore running back,
Gain of about 1. We got a 3rd down.
third and 9, so now you have to throw the ball. Let's see what Nantucket has in the playbook. 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9.
Yeah, they're not enough. Number 27, the ball carrier.
Not on our roster, not on my roster anyways.
27, I don't know who he is, Dick.
Sergio, who's number 27? Who? Darian who?
Darian Nagel, okay. Wow.
All right, so 3 and out for the Whalers. And Rockport will get the ball for the 3rd time. First time was a 1-play, 75-yard drive. Second series was 8 plays, 15 yards, 1 penalty, pulled them back. Now they get the ball for the 3rd time. Again, a Whaler move there. No flag came out.
Nice run. Number 25 for Rockland.
Audrey Bodden on the stop for the Whalers.
Joe Nugent. Looks like they have a lot of running backs there.
I think the quarterback got hurt, Dennis. I saw one of the coaches.
Yeah, he was on the bench.
He's coming out now.
He's coming out now. Number 12 is in there. We have a timeout on the field.
Oh, now the officials are going to delay the game and ask for a measurement themselves. They're calling it a first
down.
Okay. They called it a first down. I thought they're going to measure it. But they just took another look at it. And, yeah, I don't know if the quarterback is hurt or what, but I saw one of the coaches looking at him. But he wasn't on that last play. Now they take him out.
No, he wasn't on the touchdown either. Good job by the Whaler defense that time. Number 55 for Nantucket. Ian Williams. And he promptly goes out of the game.
Now the quarterback's back in there, Dennis. I don't know what's going on. He can't be hurt. They must be just substituting.
Maybe they just want to give the quarterback experience, Dick. I mean, I don't know. He was sitting here with a towel.
Yeah,
around it.
I saw one coach talking to him. Like, so it seemed like he was hurt, but now he's got himself back in there. So evidently can't be that serious of an injury, if it is an injury. Okay, Nantucket looking for a stop here now. A stop here, and Rockland will have to punt. And
First down.
first down. Dante Vasquez, a good runner. Had over 1,000 yards last year from a quarterback. And that's,
And then now he
that's
comes
something you
out.
don't see in high school football, a quarterback rushing for 1,000 yards.
So this must be part of their plan, Dick.
First and 10 from the home 47-yard line.
Well, it's good to keep him fresh, that's for sure. Rockland gets their third first down. Oh, the count snap is driving the Whalers defensive line crazy out there, Dennis. That's about the third time they've jumped. Second time they're getting a call for a penalty.
Offsides on the Whalers.
One, two, three, four, five. Ball crosses the 50-yard line, goes into about the 47-yard line of Nantucket.
There they go.
Yep.
Almost moved again, Dennis. Two guys.
They go right up the middle. They get good yardage there.
I'm hearing the word go being called, so I think their cadence is not to do with numbers, you know.
Yeah.
Hut one, hut two, it's go, go. And sometimes
on the
it's the
third
second
go.
or third go. Well, Nantucket's defense is jumping on the first or second go and not waiting for the third.
So number two's back in there. So this must be the game plan that they have, Dick.
Yeah,
It makes
interesting.
sense.
Interesting.
He's a 2001, he's a sophomore.
First down, Rockland across the 40. We're in the first quarter here, 3:25 to go. Portions of the first quarter brought to us by Don Allen Auto Center. New and used vehicles on sale. Check out Don Allen for the 2019 vehicles. I'm waiting for some of those new Rangers to come in. I want to take a look at them. They're making the Ford Rangers again. See if Don Allen will have some out there for me to look at.
Uh-oh, Dick.
Uh-oh.
You're not thinking, are you, about...
Thinking of pulling the trigger here.
You're thinking about it, huh?
Another big hole in the middle, Dennis.
Yeah, hard hit.
16-yard carry right up the gut.
Canal Liebert on the tackle.
Bulldog.
Very interesting. I've never seen... I've never seen him switch like that every other play, the QB.
Well, it showed at the beginning that the coach wanted to call the plays himself, and the quarterback was coming over. So maybe he figured to go this route.
That was number 21, Mateo Vasquez, ball carrier.
Again, you can see the coach talking to the quarterback there on the sideline. So he wants to have
Well,
his
maybe you know,
fingerprint on every call.
yeah.
You don't expect a high school quarterback to call his own plays.
No.
But you have different ways of getting them in, and their way is substituting back and forth.
No, Dick. Never let the quarterback call his own plays, especially at the high school level.
Are you saying he might get off track and call something erratic?
That could happen, Dick. Nick Leader, the number 33, the ball carrier. And looks like Rockland's just settling for a prolonged drive, Dick.
Yeah. They're going to punch it in here, and we're still in the first quarter, Dennis.
1:28 left in the first quarter. Clock moving.
Not moving quick enough. Not at all.
And the ball.
Oh, the ball came out there. Ball came out.
I think he retained it.
Now they're saying it's a touchdown.
Touchdown for Rockland.
So they're saying he got the ball over the line before the ball came free.
So the dead ball.
So it became a dead ball no matter who recovered. Someone said Rockland recovered. I didn't see, but the ball became dead anyways.
So Nantucket goes down.
And who
20 to nothing.
Who got that touchdown? Did you see the number? What number got that touchdown? 74. What number got that touchdown?
I don't think I can tell.
So Rockland is up 20 to nothing, and they're going to try to kick again. First time Joe Nigel missed the kick. This time he
Misses again.
Misses again.
No good.
All right, now Nantucket.
Remember, touch and raffle going on today, so look for people selling tickets in the crowd or up at the shop.
Nantucket needs to get something good going for themselves.
Yeah, they're going to get a drive going.
Yeah.
The only series was a 3-and-out, so they have not got a first down yet. 1:03 to go in the first period. Rockland has scored on a 75-yard in the first play of the game. Recovered a fumble on the ensuing kickoff, which set them up first and goal from 15. Even got through a 10-yard holding penalty and punched that one in 8 yards. And this here was a drive of about 40.
Dick, number 27 is who?
27 I have is Darren Nagel at the bottom of your program right. I put a 27.
He's back deep and they go on. Good job. Kennard Library falls on the ball. We get good field position there.
The Wheels will take over for this second time, and as you say, they just want to get something going. They want to pick up a first down. They want to move the ball and get some momentum going into the second quarter here. 1 minute to go here in the first quarter.
I think this is a great time to throw.
Nagel, the ball carrier for the Whalers.
Nagel gets stuffed for a loss.
Yeah, that's the east to west play where you try to get some momentum up before you turn the corner, and if you don't get the momentum up, you're get knocked backwards. And he did there for 3 yards. It's not what you want out of your sweep, a 3-yard loss.
He's going to throw. Good job. Oh, boys, about a 7-yard gain.
Nice little play there. Justin scoops it up, tries to elude the tackle, falls forward, bringing up a 3rd and about 6, and that will be the last play of the first quarter. So we have played 1 quarter here at Vito Capizzo Stadium. And it's your Nantucket Whalers on the short end of a 20-0 score. We'll take a short break and be back with second quarter action. Okay. We're ready to roll here, second quarter, and Nantucket is working a 3rd and 7, Dennis. Now they're going into the win, so throwing the ball will be a little bit harder now. Now it's 3rd and 12.
We got a motion.
3rd and 12. I think we had one lineman move and one back move.
Yep, two people can't move at the same time.
The lineman, as soon as he moves, it's a penalty anyways, whether the back's moving or not. So it's 3rd and 12 here. Now it's a deafening passing situation, and it's a deep route here.
Got the corner. Good run. Out of bounds.
I think he made the
Points for
first
ball
down.
carrier, and he got the corner.
He made the first down. Wow, nice run by Justin. Picks up Nantucket's first down of the day. And that couldn't have cut him at a better time.
Showed some real quickness on that play.
The other night in the NFL channel, they were replaying the Patriots-Kansas City championship game last year. In the overtime period, they made 3 3rd and 10s, Dennis. 3 3rd and 10s.
Fumble. Oh, disastrous play.
Yeah. Again, trying to roll out. Too much at the corner. And didn't know whether to tuck it or heave it. And he tried to tuck it. And what are they saying? Rockland recover that? I guess they said Rockland recover. I didn't see that.
Well, I didn't see that either.
Oh, they didn't get a first down.
I thought that was a first down. Uh-oh.
So it's 4th and short. Okay. 4th and short, so they didn't get the first down. And Rockland takes over on down. So Nantucket does not have a first down yet. I thought Justin made that first down. He must have stepped out of bounds before the marker.
Okay, well, yep.
Because we saw him eventually step out of downs, but I thought he stepped out of downs after the first down.
22 turns the corner.
Poor tackling at the corner there hurt the Whalers. They had him stopped for a short game, but it turns into a long game.
Confirm the ball carrier for Rockland.
Fourth touchdown of the day.
Joe Nugent.
And the ball carrier for Rockland, touchdown.
So, what can you say? You're being outclassed and outshone here today, and not what you expected on opening day, but that's when you schedule a new opponent, Dennis, that you've never played before. You don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
And you stepped up to play a tougher league. Looking at who Rockland plays over the course of the year, and they're a pretty good club.
And the extra point is good, I believe.
Extra point attempt is good.
And remember, they've won
28-0.
6 in a row from last year. They lost 6, and this could be their year, the way they come out here today.
Wow. Very quiet crowd here, Dick.
And I'm part of them.
Well,
Where's Ian Dooley when we need him?
I don't know about that.
Ian Dooley was on island this weekend. His grandfather died, and his grandfather was a great wheel of sports, Jack Dooley. His son Peter Dooley was a great quarterback for us back in the day, and his grandkids also. Brennan Dooley was a great running back.
Right.
Ian, and so Ian was on the island, and Ian worked. I think we were Channel 3 back in those days. Ian worked a couple of games with us, and then went down to Florida and did some high school radio down there, and now he's out in California. And I invited him by today, and he said if he had a chance, he might stop by and say hi.
O'Connor on the return for Nantucket.
Well, one thing Rockland can do, Dennis, is empty the bench. I counted during the national anthem, they had 42 kids dressed. So they have a deep bench that they can
They have a
go
big,
to.
big stable of backs, Dick.
And and they have been substituting, as you say, with their backs for sure. Whoever they have in there in the backfield seems to be getting their opportunity and doing a decent job.
Yeah, it goes to Kennard Library. Pretty good run for 3 yards.
Up the gut.
Up the
Some
gut.
good power football.
Yeah, you know, I think that's where I'd go right now. Go with the power game.
Yeah, Rockland is shutting down Malik, rolling out to his left. That's been a disaster the few times he's done it. I know they got to keep the pass play in their arsenal, especially trailing 28-0. You may want to use a drop back more than a rollout.
He's going to roll out. And then we got a first down there, Dick.
So there is the first down of the day with 9:48 to go here in the second quarter. This time Malik gets out of bounds, but after he gets by the marker.
Yeah, he was actually he actually was lucky to get around the defensive end, number 81, who had almost pushed the Neil Tuckett blocker into Malik, but he was able to step around, pick up yardage.
And it was two more white shirts coming into the fray, and once you got around that mess, he had some sideline move and he used it well.
Yeah, he did.
Instead of cornerback to the other side of the field. Justin, not much room there. He ducks inside and picks up a couple, bring up a 2nd and 8. We're here in the second quarter, portions of second quarter brought to us by Billy Built Automotive. Check them out. 23 Tomahawk Road, Billy Built Automotive. Well, Wheelers are almost to midfield, definitely their best field position of the day. Right now, your main goal, Dennis, is to break the shutout.
Yeah.
That's the first thing you got to do. You don't want to get shut out, so let's get a drive going, let's get a score on the board.
They're going to throw it. Screen. Kennard Library. And that didn't go anywhere.
It was set up nicely, but for some reason, after the catch, he sort of slid to his left. I would have liked to see him break it back in the middle. There's no block there, nice open field tackle.
So now we got a 3rd down and 9.
So even with the incompletion, you basically lose a half a yard on the completion. I don't know if you pick up most of this, Dennis, you're in 4-yard territory. If they can bring it to a 4th and 3 or 4, they may go for it.
They're going to throw it. Throwing it deep.
Ooh.
And there's the flag. I don't know.
That's the new rule, Dennis. They can call the pass interference whether the ball's catchable or not catchable.
All right.
So that's part of the new rule this year. So they don't want any defensive back putting their hands on a receiver. The defensive back made the mistake there. I mean, that ball was not going to be caught, no. So Nantucket gets a gift there. Let's see if they can take advantage of the gift.
Boy, that's really tough. If you're a D-back, you can't touch the guy. You know.
That's what the new rules are saying.
You know.
So you don't like that part of the new rule. Well, I'll go back. I don't like the 12-minute quarters. That's the part I don't
haven't
like.
played defensive back. I don't like that at all.
I never had the pleasure of playing defensive back.
No. Loitz bounces it outside.
Picks up a couple. So Nantucket is definitely in 4-down territory now. They pick up 3 there, bringing up 2nd and 7, maybe 4. 2nd and a short 7. If they're going to, they get the 4 downs now to try to get another first down. So far, 2 first downs in this series. 1 on the run, 1 on the penalty. Up the gut, there's another 3 or 4.
Yeah, that's a good move. Right, running the ball up the middle, Liebert on the carry.
He gets about 4, so that's going to bring up 3rd and 1. I think you're going to see up the gut here again.
Third down and 1 for Nantucket.
You want to make the first down before you go back to the pass or go back to the sweep.
Yeah, I mean, we have all the time in the world. Take your time. Get 3 or 4.
They gave us extra time today. We wasn't using it. They gave us an extra 8 minutes. 20%. We were looking 20% longer today.
Liebert dropped the ball.
My goodness.
And I don't know if they got it. And they did not. Wales.
If you're going to run the ball up the gut, Dennis, why do you put the ball in there and make believe you're going to take it out? You give him the ball,
and
you
let him
block,
go.
and you let him get a yard.
That's all we needed.
So Nantucket's 2nd fumble of the day, and it
That's
stops
a big
the
one.
Whalers at the 30.
That's a big one.
It was almost like they were going to run an option there. You weren't going to run an option. You were giving it to your fullback to make a yard.
Absolutely. Just give it to him. Let him have it. And it looked like the handoff was behind him. Well, at any rate, Rockland takes over.
Nantucket has not been able to stop Rockland today. Rockland's had the ball 4 times. This is their 5th, and has scored on all 4 previous possessions.
Blois on the tackle for the Whalers.
The Nantucket defense wants to put a little pride back in their swagger here. They got to step up and make a stop.
Cullen Rogers is the quarterback.
Well, Rockland may be going to a 2nd and 3rd unit here now, Dennis. Well, they still got some pretty big guys on the line. There's the go-go.
They're going to go at the outside.
Good hit on the sidelines here. Gets the crowd but it's not before Rockland picks up a first down. We're here in the 2nd quarter. Portions of 2nd quarter brought to us by Santa's Rubbish Removal. Commercial and residential service available. Santa's Rubbish Removal. We clean up the islands.
Ball carrier is number 22, Zachary Olfram. Picked up the first down. Then right up the middle. Gannon Mooney on the tackle. And then again, Dick, a nice solid 4-yard pickup.
On the stop for the Nantucket.
Ball at the 45, 2nd and 7, 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. Well, we gotta go over go at halftime.
Watch the football.
Offside against the Whalers.
Ian Williams was in.
That's gonna be part of the halftime discussion. Go doesn't mean go. You gotta watch the ball move before you go.
Watch the football.
So 2nd and 1 after the penalty.
The quarterback keeper picks up maybe 4.
Cross midfield into Whaler territory for the 5th time today. 4 minutes ago. Plenty of time left on the clock for
Stanley on the stop.
Rockland to keep a go. And now we have a timeout called. I don't know who called the timeout.
Once at halftime, don't forget to go down the track. Let yourself the snacks.
So Dick, it seems like we've been up here forever.
I remember, it's almost like I went to a different time zone. I show up for a 2 o'clock game, push back to 2:30, then they make the periods 20% longer. I feel like I'm floating in another time zone. The scoreboard is not in our favor.
Not helping us at all.
Not in our favor.
If it was a nail biter, it would be one thing.
Our cameraman's stomach is growling. he's waiting for the food delivery service to kick in. I think you can call Uber Foods, Paul, and they'll deliver up here.
Oh my goodness.
Is that what it is? Yak Eats? You can get that right on your phone and they'll deliver here? We got to get Paul some food at halftime here. He's starting. The camera's starting to sway a little bit. 3:59 to go here. Rockland has a first down here on the 45. Both teams are back on the field after the timeout, and the quarterback is back out there.
Dante Vasquez.
Dante scored on the first play of the game, 75 yards right up the gut, and that has set the pace here for the day. It's been pretty much all Rockland.
Rockland has not thrown a pass. Number 33, Nick Leander.
Rockland is the Bulldogs. Who are the famous Bulldogs of college?
Georgia.
Are they the Bulldogs? Georgia Bulldogs?
Georgia, yeah.
What's the local favorite Bulldogs?
Oh my goodness. There's a college now we talking
College? Ivy League?
Ivy League. Yale?
You got it, Yale. The Yale Bulldogs. I know the Yale Bulldogs fight song. Should I sing it for all those Rockland fans listen to us?
No, Dick, please don't.
I'm glad you asked. Goes like this. Bulldog, Bulldog, rah, rah, rah. Eli Yale. Bulldog, Bulldog, rah, rah, rah. We will forever prevail.
Or fail.
When the sons of Harvard buck up the line, the Bulldogs will... I forget the rest of it. I'll stop now.
Oh yeah, you can stop now because you forget it. Ooh, little counter.
Oh!
Little counter. Nice job by number 51 for Nantucket. Mark Lewis. And that brings up a second down.
2nd and 9. Ball in the 31. 2.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Rockland is in no hurry. Nantucket defense is just playing for pride now. They haven't had a stop all day. This is the 5th possession. They would like to stop this possession before halftime. And it looks like they're not going to.
Oh, wow. Number 22. Zachary Ofrin.
34 yards out.
Wow. Okay, Dick.
Zach had an extra point earlier. That's his first touchdown.
Can you remember a half where we were down 34 zip?
I don't remember going down this much at a half. No.
In all years we've been here,
I can remember a lot of halves when we've been up 34-0, but
exactly,
I don't remember
yeah.
being down 34-0. And trying to put in the 35th.
and that one's good.
Finally gets a kick through. So kicking with the win, they finally make their first. 1 for 3 on the kicks. That's been their only weak point of the day, missing 2 extra point kicks. Other than that, 5 possessions, 5 touchdowns.
Wow, you know,
And the tough thing,
I'm
tough
kind of
thing for the
speechless.
Whale-
I
the
thought
tough
this was
thing-
going to be a spectacular game.
the tough thing for the Whalers, I mean, this game's not over yet. You go in at halftime, you try to make some magic happen, and sometimes it does. But the Whalers are not playing very well today. And now, in my mind, the toughest thing is to get these kids up. And,
Yeah,
and it's real tough on an off week, you know.
Yep.
If this game continues at this pace, they're really going to be down in the dumps, and you got to bring them in Monday and get their spirits up so that you can get practice and play Mashpee on Friday. It's supposed to be a 4 o'clock start, although I heard that is
we heard
not
5 o'clock.
not in stone yet.
I trust you'll let us know, Dick, what the...
That is on the road.
Canard Library that runs the ball out of bounds.
And Nantucket will have a decent field position on the return. Steps out of bounds to stop the clock. Nantucket will have 2:04 starting at the 38. Their last drive, what did they get? 3 first downs and then the fumble, or 2 first downs and fumbling on the 3rd down and 1.
Whalers take over. First and 10 on their own 37-yard line.
Counter, good play.
Nice counter.
Nago with the ball carrier.
Good one there. First time today we've seen the counter, and Nantucket, biggest gain of the day, picking up almost 15 yards, 14 and a half on the first down. Clock stops for the reset. After the ball is reset, it starts. I'm not sure, but maybe Rockland has a second unit in there on defense, I would assume.
And Nago's got the ball again.
One thing that you don't usually practice in preseason, Dennis, is a second team defense, you know. You're just so worried about getting your team ready for that opener.
I know.
That you don't have a second team, so probably at halftime the Rockland coaching staff will put together a second defense with getting some of the younger kids a chance to play. They'll go into halftime with a 35-0 lead here, unless Nantucket pulls a rabbit out of the hat.
That play lost about 6 yards.
Yeah.
They're going to throw it. They're going to throw it.
Corner. I thought they were setting up for the double throw there, Dennis.
Gerard O'Connor.
O'Connor stepped back and took it. I thought he was going to look downfield, but he takes right off and
It's like 3rd and 11.
picks up 5.
3rd and 11.
3rd and 11. This should be the last play of the first half if they hurry. If they don't hurry, it won't be the last play. And they're not going to hurry. They're not going to get a play off.
And that's the end of the first half.
So we have played one half here at Vito Capizzo Stadium. It's been all the Rockland Bulldogs, 35-0. We'll take a short break and be back with second half action.